guys, you're welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Chivera here as always and as usual. And guys, so today's episode I'm here with my friend Naza. So Naza is a YouTuber based here in Enugu. She focuses more on motherhood, family, lifestyle, all the interesting things. So Naza, tell us more about your channel and yourself.
Hi guys, I'm Naza. I give content on family, parenting, motherhood, and also some content on lifestyle. Yeah, okay. That's what I do.
All right, nice. So guys, today I'm here with Naza for one thing, for her to help me answer all of the questions a lot of you might have about living or acquiring property in Centenary City here in Enugu. So I get a lot of mails from people, what's life in Centenary? Is this far from Enugu town? And a whole lot of things. So she lives inside this estate, Centenary City, and I just thought it was that, it's better to hear from the horse's mouth. Someone who's living there to tell you guys what it is, talk about from security, water, lighting, distance, and all whatnot. So, Naza, are you ready?
Yeah, very well.
Okay. So the first thing I would like to know, which a lot of people want to know, is how is cost of living here? And by cost of living, let's start by property. For someone to live here, must to be a landowner, or do tenants live here? People buy a house and you come and live as a tenant.
Okay, you mustn't own a house before you live in Centenary.
Okay.
There are houses for rent.
Okay.
There are houses for mortgage. Like there are a couple of estates here in Centenary that you can acquire a property on mortgage. So it depends on the one you want. Cost of living here is not so very expensive.
It's not so very. That means it's expensive.
Not so expensive.
Break it down for us. Let's understand what you mean by not very expensive.
Okay, it depends on what you actually want. If you want a self apartment, like there is an estate in Centenary, it's called Jedediah. The cost of living there is between 800 and 1 point something million. Okay. Depending on the property, how it is and all that. And there are some estates too in Centenary that that are quite big. You know what I mean by quite big. So it depends on the one you want. There are affordable ones. There are the ones that is within our reach. Okay. There are the ones that are so expensive. But it's a nice place to live generally. It's a nice place to live in Enugu.
All right, so let me break it down. I know you guys trust me to break down things. So when we talk about, you said 800 to 1.2.
Yeah.
That is cost of rent.
Like a self-compound, a bungalow self-compound.
How many bedrooms in the
3 bedroom. There are some that has a BQ. There are some that doesn't have a BQ. It depends on, the package, yes.
Okay, so now let's look at the standard 3-bedroom bungalow in one of the estates in Centenary City. You said that per annum is between 800 to 1.2 million rent.
Yes.
So what about people looking to buy something like a 3-bedroom bungalow in this
buying
city?
outrightly. Yeah. Buying outrightly on the bungalow side, approximately 30 to 35 million.
Okay.
If you want to own a property, but actually when the bungalow estate was built, it was on mortgage. Okay. So a lot of people that acquired property then was on mortgage. They ranging from, I think, down payments of 6 million, then they spread it out for like 15 years. So it depends. So right now, those people that got it then on mortgage, they are now reselling. Nigerians now, we like we like
opportunities
profits.
And all that.
Yes. Okay. So that why in Centenary there are a lot of estates here in Centenary. There is Almond Estate, there is El Shammai. So it ranges on the particular estate you are staying and.
Okay. So basically, if you want to rent, you should have at least 800K for bungalow.
There is a 2-bedroom. There is a 2-bedroom. There is a one. Depends on what you actually want. There is a 1-bedroom. There is a 2-bedroom. Anyone you want.
Okay. So now let's move away from that. Let's talk about buying land here. Are there still available land for sale?
Very well, there is, but it depends on the particular place, the particular estate you are buying the land from. There are some that are quite inside, still developing. So there are some that are quite developed. So it depends on the particular one you want to buy. Yes.
So let's look at, if someone is trying to buy from a developing place, what's the range like?
Okay, it ranges from 18 to 40 million.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay. Guys, you heard that. Soil that is developing, that is soil that is still inside. So that means for places that are already developed, it could be as high as 100 million, right?
Not really. You know, all this, it depends on the person actually selling.
See, guys, see, let me tell you something. Naza's trying to be modest here. See, this girl, she's a big woman, but she's trying to be modest. And I said this because one time, okay, within this month, we're still in the Black Friday month. This is November, in case this video goes up by December, but girl help me, it to go up this month. I saw a real estate company, they were doing Black Friday sale.
Okay.
So part of their Black Friday was that house or property or land, parcel of land, I'm talking about 540 square meter, that is one plot, was selling for 100 million naira.
Are you for real?
In this Centenary city. So they were offering like 20% discount because it was Black Friday.
Okay.
And I feel the part of land where they claimed were those developing, like you say, I saw for 18 million, but for now, for their Black Friday or whatever, they were giving us for 16 million naira. And that's interesting. So if you are planning to come to Centenary, I mean, you should really have money. And the funny thing is that Enugu generally on real estate, you know, it's developing massively. Because I could recall 2020, I did a video for a real estate company here, and their estate is not even far from this place we are now. At the time, it was 2 million naira. And in my head then, I was like, those guys want to kill. And I'm sure if I reach out to them again, they might be part of those selling for 100 million and all that.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move away from that. We already have the price ranges. So if you want to live here on rent, you already know how much you have. If you want to buy a house outrightly, you already know how much you should have. Now let's talk about living here actually.
Okay.
So we know that Centenary, in case you don't know, Centenary is along Enugu Port Harcourt Express Road. So that means they're a bit like on the other side of Enugu. So it's like we in Enugu town, we look at them and we pity them because we feel they're not part of Enugu town, but they are. So let's talk about living here. What does it feel like to live inside this place? Do you have everything you need here, or do you still need to come to town and get everything you need?
Everything I need is here.
As I serious?
Like,
I'm trying
serious.
to hype the place. Okay.
I'm serious, guys. Everything you need is here in Centenary. Hey, Centenary is a city.
Yeah.
Centenary is a big city. Like, when I moved here, newly, I have a friend that came to see me. She was like, how do you manage to buy bread?
Because when we were driving, I was like, my friend told me, if you live here, if you are in already. There's nothing like going out again. So
that is it. But here in Centenary, like my estate, for example, my personal estate, there are like 2 bakers that sell bread. When I mean bread, real bread, good bread.
Okay.
Like everything we need is inside here. There are vendors that sell bread, small chops, provisions, like name it. Okay. Name it. I hardly go to market to say I'm going to buy something or buy one thing or the other. And at a very good affordable rate, like market price. Seriously, yes, market price.
Okay.
Down to birthday decoration, down to everything is here. We have it here.
She's speaking the bougie language. Just say there are 2 bakers, so it's not even like there are a lot of competition. But what about things as petty?
I mean, for my personal estate, estate here that I live.
Okay.
There are like 2 bakers here.
Okay. And so what about things like pepper? You know, we might be cooking and your pepper.
There's a plaza there. There's a new plaza that Copen built for us there, and it's like a market.
Okay.
It's like a market that your pepper finished, your onions finished, anything. We just rush there and buy it and come back. Okay.
So now let's talk about the social impact. Like I said before, a lot of people that live inside town regard Centenary as being off. Like, you know, it's like in the left part of the city. How do you cope running other activities like social life? Do you still meet up friends? Your children's school, do they school inside this estate?
No.
Okay, they're done. Yeah. So how easy is it for you to combine all of this? And I'm also asking because there are people whose actual work that are not inside this place. So how easy do you think someone that works maybe in the ministry, for instance, to live here and be able to combine all of those things?
Okay, Centenary, they say, the sound of Centenary, it seems to be very far away from town.
Okay.
But I tell you that my school run is not up to 15 minutes.
Really?
I've dropped my daughter and I'm back here.
Okay.
Do you understand? So because Centenary, we are at Port Harcourt Express, so no traffic. You just drive straight to town and come. Where you even meet traffic is inside town. People that stay like somewhere in Transekulu, they feel they are in town. Oh, almighty Transekulu! But I tell you, before you come from Transekulu to government house,
this guy shading me directly. Like she's okay.
Before you move from Transekulu to government house,
Okay.
I've gone to government house and come back.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's quite flexible. It's quite flexible. It's not that far. The way people say, Centenary far end.
Okay, let's still ask for the common man, like Burna Boy would say. What about how is life here for people who are not driving or people who do not have personal cars? How would they combine living here and running around, going to job, going to work, picking their children and, visiting friends and all of that?
Okay. At the Centenary Junction, there is a keke stand there.
Okay.
They convert people from Junction to anywhere you are going in Centenary.
Okay.
And there is a bus that comes from Gariki and goes straight to New Haven. I think New Haven last bus stop, close to Mega.
Okay.
So it makes it easy. If you don't have a car and you are living in Centenary, just come outside your estate, enter keke, straight to the junction. From the junction, you enter bus straight to wherever you are going. So it's as easy as that too. That's how we do it.
Okay, all right. So, guys, you've heard that it favors both the very bougie people and the average Joe and the average Janes. So now let's talk about the most important part of this thing, security. How is security here? How secure is Centenary Estate?
My dear, Nigeria now is not... Nigeria now, everywhere in Nigeria, there is no security.
Yeah.
So, but coming down to Centenary, I feel there is, they are trying. Okay. Security-wise, they are trying, but we can only do our parts and leave the rest for God.
Yeah.
But for the ones they are doing, they are trying. I think every estate in Centenary, they have a security post. Most of them have maybe a police attached to it. What are they calling them? Civil defense and what's so not. So the security is top-notch. At least before you gain entrance into any estate in Centenary, they must know who you are going to see.
Okay.
At least let's start from there.
Interesting. All right. So let's talk about you as the resident. Are there some sort of restrictions or curfew placed on you? Because I know there are some estates that once it's 9 p.m., no going out, no coming in.
Okay.
If you're out there, you're out there. And it makes me wonder, it's my money, but it's like secondary school. Is it that way with you guys?
No, it's not that way here.
Okay.
For us residents, there is no such thing like this is the time you come in or this time you go. But like me, for example, in my estate, there is this time I had a nanny that every time she comes to the house, she carries one big bag like that. So I've told her, stop carrying bag. They will hold you in the security post. But, so one day, as she was leaving, they caught her at the security post and was like, what's inside your bag? You can't go out. Call the person that you are coming out from the house.
Okay.
And they had to call me and I granted her access out. So the security wise, these are just, the little things they put
in
for
place.
us.
Okay.
And also there is this time one of my nanny ran away. If not, I'm staying in an estate like this, like she would have put me into trouble because she left without my consent, and behold, they called me from the security post that they saw a girl leaving the estate that she said she's coming out from my plot. So am I aware that she's actually leaving? Like, I was like, what the hell? And, so things like that, that's what they do at the security post.
Okay. So what about hosting events, parking cars, more like, what are the rules? What does it really feel like? Is there a lot of rules, or you are free to do your thing?
You are free to do you're free to do your thing.
Okay, you should just be civil to your neighbors and don't do what would harm them.
Yes, anything you are doing, just do it inside your place. You don't have to come outside your neighbor's house and cause nuisance and do something else there. Okay. So just inside your place.
Okay, nice. So relatively, Centenary City is secure for both life and property.
Yes.
Okay, now when you talk about Enugu, what comes to your mind is lack of water. And a lot of people are worst hit by this. So how is water availability here in Centenary? Do you guys have it better, or you face the same challenge every other person in Enugu face?
We face like every other average Enugu person.
Really? So after being far left,
yeah,
there's no water for you guys?
No water, but though during rainy season, we pump water. Okay. So during dry season like we are now, there are tankers everywhere. Just a phone call, they will come and refill your tank.
So there's no like any kind of special treatment like borehole or anything?
No.
There is none. No. Interesting.
Unless on personal preference, maybe you feel like you do it in your personal home, but not a general stuff.
Okay, are there people that have done that?
Yes.
And it's working for them?
Yeah, it's working for them. It's working for them.
Okay, that means there is a little bit of hope. You just have to spend more money to get that. Because I know drilling borehole in Enugu is not as simple as drilling in Anambra in most states.
It's not. I have a neighbor that have done that and it's working perfectly for him.
Okay, that's nice.
A huge sum of money.
Yeah, if you have that. Okay, so now we've looked at water. So you guys are like average Enugu residents. Let's talk about lights. How is light supply here, electricity supply?
Almost 24 hours, guys. Serious. Light is top notch.
Really? Okay, and of course, everybody's on prepaid, so there's nothing like, did they charge you guys higher or not? It's the same tariff every other person enjoys that you guys. Okay, so now let's still continue in the line of utility and all that, and perhaps recreation. Are there schools within this city that, you know, if you don't want your child schooling elsewhere?
No school. Oh, there is one secondary school, a very big secondary school. Hill Range is in Centenary here, but it's a boys' secondary school. So if you have a girl and it's a secondary school, me that my kids are still in nursery and primary, we go into town. We go inside town. So it's just that one secondary school, Hill Range Secondary School. That's the only secondary school in Centenary City.
So every other resident here have to come out to Enugu to do that. What about churches and malls and, you know, maybe clubs, if I may add?
No church. Okay, there is a station for Catholics though.
Okay.
Here in Centenary, no other church. Then hospital, no. So we look forward, you know, people coming to Centenary to build hospitals.
Okay.
And clubs, like you said.
Okay, so right now there are no hospitals here, there are no clubs,
and
there are no schools except for the boys' secondary school that is here. All right, so before we go, let me ask you, you know, as a resident here, they've tried, or at least from what you said, they've tried their best to provide you guys with the most they can, but are there things you feel they should do more where they are not, you know, where they are not yet up in their games, where they could improve?
Okay, basically it's for, you know, investors like me, that is a mother, that I don't even have time for myself to start going to gym or start going to Opera Square to go and exercise. You know,
I even forgot to ask about that.
We need a gym house here in Centenary that, you know, is close by. When you feel like you can breeze into the gym, you know, it's close by, you go and come back. So I think Centenary needs a very good gym house, and you know, hotels, places to hang out.
Hotel too much, please. We don't want hotels.
Places to hang out.
So much in Enugu. But perhaps maybe, okay, wait, talking about hotels, are there like bars or restaurants or lounges inside here?
Just one.
Just one?
Yes, just one. Just one. The hotel is not so big, but it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah. I've forgotten the name, but it's inside here in Centenary. Just one hotel in Centenary.
Whoa,
for now.
For now. All right, so that means, guys, we've heard from her. So far, so good. From our takeaway from my conversation with her, is that Centenary is a secure place to live, and is also, I wouldn't say on the high side, because generally, even outside of this city, things are quite pricey here in Enugu, especially when it comes to real estate.
Yeah.
But then, like you've heard her, there are not a lot of utility facilities here. Talk about there is no gym, there is just one hotel, and so one could say that Centenary is a residential area, purely residential. But that is that. So if you have more questions, please drop them in the comment section. We'll be there to attend and listen, you know, give you feedback. But I hope this session with her have given you an insight on how to live here in case you're interested. And before you make any commitment, this is how life in Centenary is. And until I come your way next time, you have a wonderful day. But before you go, I want to ask for something. Please, I'll be dropping the link to her channel in the description box. Please go there. Make sure to subscribe, watch all her videos. She makes interesting videos and you'll fall in love. I'm thinking you fall in love with her first daughter. Aura, she's such a brilliant child. And when I came in here, she was taking, what class was that? She was taking
piano class.
Imagine. I said, these people are bullshit. They're living in Enugu. They're taking piano class. I don't even know how to praise that. But that is modern day parenting.
Yeah,
so if you want to learn all about that, raising kids, the modern way here in Enugu, Naza has all of that. Her name is Official Naza here on YouTube. Please support her and you see more creators from us. And until next time, do have a nice day. Bye-bye. How was that?
Did